there are some things in maritime contracts based on ones we have seen in the past that will probably cause you to scratch your head. Right? The contract to build a ship is not a maritime contract. Not a maritime contract. If I'm going to do repairs on the ship, right, that is a maritime contract. Drilling from a fixed platform, right, not a maritime contract, even though we're on the OCS, we're in the Gulf of Mexico. Transporting people, equipment, goods to and from the platform, even though it's a fixed platform, that's still a maritime contract. For example, oilfield services. A wireline services on a jackup rig, which is considered a vessel in navigation under the maritime law, is not a maritime contract. But that same contract, the same services, the same wireline operations, if it's done from a barge that was made to do wireline operations from, well, then it has been determined to be a maritime contract. Right? So you can see kind of which way the wind blows here with these maritime contracts. There's another one that just came out, that case that I was actually just reading from, at the very end of February. That case is a Fifth Circuit case, and it was talking about flowback operations. In that particular case, there was no precedent that says all contracts that have to do with flowback operations are maritime or they're not maritime contracts. The court went through the whole process, and because ultimately the flowback operations had to be done using a barge and cranes that were attached to that barge, then the court determined that that was in fact a maritime contract. Right? Again, there's no set precedent for it out there, so the court goes through this 6-factor test that we just saw there to determine if this is in fact a maritime contract. So the big picture about maritime contracts and indemnities in maritime law is the first question that you've got to determine, the first question you've got to answer, is this contract governed under maritime law before you can even figure out if it's going to be enforceable?